In this lesson, we'll review a question from a critical reading passage. We're on page 710, question 16. And we've also mentioned previously there's not a progressive level of difficulty. So even though this is the first question, this is actually a medium question. It's a pretty common type. The first two sentences, lines 1 through 5, are characterized respectively by. So we have to refer back to these lines and then gauge the characterization of the narrator. And the best advice I can give you, it's never the same language you see in the passage. So 1 through 5, I've just started it, and then if you want to follow along, but this is the beginning of the passage. We know it's a nonfiction passage from the italics. So I'm just going to start, and we want the characterization respectively, so in order. And I'm just reading now. I am not an adept aesthetician, and I could not presume to analyze Martha's sense of design or approach toward design. So the first sentence, I am not an adept aesthetician. Adept is skilled, and this is kind of a tough word to say, aesthetician. Aesthetic is beauty. This is someone, it's a noun, someone who appreciates beauty or artistic expression. So he's making the statement, this is the first sentence, I am not a skilled or formal aesthetician. You can almost kind of predict that, and let's just keep going. But I believe she dealt with the elements of line and direction with the instincts of mathematics or physicists, adding to each their emotional relations. So he makes this claim, and then he says, however, and it follows. So if you want to predict this, the first part, he's really sort of making a qualification. I am not a skilled aesthetician. And then he goes on, but, however, makes a statement. So you're really, if you want to predict it, the first part is some type of qualification. And the second part, it's some type of, we'll call it a claim. All right, let's look at the choices. So they're respectively, so in order. There's only one that even works on the top for a qualification, and it should recognize its disclaimer, right? That's what a disclaimer is, to make a qualification, to sort of excuse a claim. Invocation is a prayer. It couldn't be further from what we're looking for. Another word you see for prayer a lot is entreaty or supplication. Those are words to petition or ask for, but it's not a prayer, it's not an apology, certainly not an authority. And rebuttal is sort of a counter argument or a refutation. We know the word refute, to dispute. It's not contradictory to any claim. It's not a refute. The second part, and this is the answer here in A, an assertion. Assertion is really just a claim. Hypothesis would also work, but not with authority. It's not a confession or definition. So really, this is not too difficult, but you have to predict the answer. It's never going to be the same language, and the answer here is A. All right, see you next time. Thanks for watching.